Hi there, and welcome to today's YouTube guitar lesson. In today's tutorial, I'd like to show you how to play Jingle Bells as a solo guitar piece. Now, if you've just started playing guitar, this might be a bit tricky to do because we have some big chords, such as F, which requires barring down across two strings with one finger, and a G7. But if you've been playing a few months and you're kind of at a beginner/intermediate level, it shouldn't be too hard for you. So let's get zoomed in and learn how to play Jingle Bells as a solo guitar piece. So this arrangement uses chords to fill out the space a bit. So instead of just going, we go, and you can either play it with a plectrum or you can use your thumb, and you could probably do it fingerstyle as well. So it starts with a C chord. And when you strum this, I'd like you to have a go at strumming from the 5th string to the top E string. Strum down once and then pick the top E string twice. So that's Jingle Bells. So play that twice. Take special care that this finger stays well above the C string. You want the E string to ring out a bit louder than the chord because this is the melody note. So that's the first bit. And jingle all the way, you can leave this C in position, that doesn't have to go anywhere. Strum down once again, and then bring your small finger on the 3rd fret of the top E string. And we're just going to pick that by itself. We're going to strum the chord down on C, and then pick that G note. And as you can hear, I'm trying to let the chord sustain while I'm picking this other note. You can still hear notes from the chord ringing. So chord, 3rd fret of the top E string, then we're going to go 1st fret of B and 3rd fret of B, and finally finish on an open E string. So just the melody by itself. And there's a few ways you can do this. You can try and do it while holding the chord in place, like, or you may find it easy to go if you haven't been playing as long. And I personally do think it sounds better when you hold the chord in place, but you know, if it's too hard you can just play it as single lines as well. So far we should have that's the first bit. Unfortunately the second bit does get a little bit harder, but it shouldn't be too bad once I break it down. So we now need an F chord. And if you don't know what any of these chords are, I've got a link to my website, and that has a sheet with all these open position chords, so you can study them if you need to get the fingerings and stuff. So it starts on an F chord. I'm going to strum down from the D string, and then I'm going to hit the top E string 5 times. Well, I guess it's 4 times if you don't include the chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just practice doing that rhythm. And then we're going to go to an F major 7 chord. And that is basically just like an F, except we take the 1st finger off the 1st fret of the top string. It's sort of like if you get a C chord and move these, forget a C chord and move these 2 fingers down, upper string, sorry. So C chord we have, 3rd fret and 2nd fret, and then we're going to go 3rd and 2nd on the strings above. That's an F major 7 chord. So it goes. Try that again. F, F major 7, and now the last bit goes. So for this bit we're using a D, add 9 chord. And that is basically like a regular D chord, but we're taking the second finger off. So we're going to go. So I'm strumming down, then I'm hitting the 3rd fret twice, open string again, and then I'm going to play a G chord. Now you're probably used to playing a G chord like this, but all I've done here is I've got the 3rd finger and put that on the 3rd fret of the B string instead of the 3rd fret of the top E string. So it's the D sus chord, sorry, the D add 9 chord, and then the G chord. As you probably noticed there, you can leave that 3rd finger on the 3rd fret throughout both chords. But notice that I've got my 2nd finger here ready to get that G chord when I need it. I'm not sort of, you know, it's not anywhere out of sight, it's right there. So when I want to make that change, I can get to it fairly easily. And then I'm going to go 1 horse open sleigh, and that's Hey, the G chord. So that's the first bit of the song. Practice that until you can play it quite fluently. The next bit starts out the exact same way. Then it even goes to an F and an F major 7 again. And now the last bit goes. So we start by playing a regular G chord twice, and you can either do one strum and then pick the top E string, or you could do 2 strums if you want. It's up to you. I like to do 1 strum then pick the top E string, but again, try and make sure that the chord sustains. And then I go to a G7, strum that down once, then I go back to the other G chord with a the 3rd fret of the 2nd string on the top. So G, G, G7, G, and then we're going to finish on the C chord. So that second bit goes. I hope that you enjoy watching this lesson and you're now in the Christmas spirit. Remember that when you're learning this arrangement, it's better to play it slow without any mistakes at all, rather than play it fast and not make some changes. For example, you know, if you played it fast, that doesn't sound very good, but if you played it nice and slow and even, that sounds much better. So try and keep the time as steady as you can. So thank you again for watching this lesson. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button and subscribe to this channel for future free guitar lessons. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.